Ruin your day. Laugh and Stalk. Blackout 7. I'm here. Main event, day 1. Star, co-star, whatever you want to call him. You can call him a lot of shit. His name's Dizaster. Diz, how you doing?
I'm good.
Sick. You had a crazy battle last night, and I know that it didn't quite go the way you wanted. You're a perfectionist, and you always want things to go differently after. I've seen you do that multiple times. There's obviously shit you want to change about the battle. Let's not drive ourselves crazy with what you perceive to be flaws. What did you like about your performance? What went well? What did you enjoy? What really worked for you?
What I liked about my performance is that I didn't choke.
You didn't.
You know what I'm saying? And I was choking the whole fucking battle, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I liked, that the fact that I was able to, even though I was being thrown off my game completely, still continue rapping while I'm being thrown off. I really, at the end of the battle, that was that sense that kept me from being angry as shit. I was mad at him more than I was mad at myself, you know what I'm saying? But there was a little disappointment on my behalf, but I'm glad I didn't fuck it up.
The battle turned out good, and I think you're being hard on yourself. I think it's going to have a lot of replay value. I was saying I had the perfect amount of tension where nobody got punched in the face, but it was the animosity, the tension. Oh, yeah. You could tell. You were on the verge, but that line was never crossed.
It's because I fingered him. Pause.
Yeah, you did. No. And that's not the first time you've stabbed somebody in a battle.
I actually hate that shit, and I would never do that to anybody. Actually, Arcane did that to me and almost knocked his fucking jaw off for it. The reason why I did it to him was because I wanted him to stop moving, and I wanted him to know, you're about to ruin my second round too. After he ruined my first round, I was willing to compromise it and let it go. Even though I was angry as fuck at the end, you could hear me probably saying he fucked up my round. But I was willing to let it go. Once I got to the second round and he started saxophoning and fluting again, I was just, pretty much, if it wasn't on King of the Dot, I would have immediately punched him in his face at that point. And it's why I realized that, Math punched him. Because I then thought about it. I was like, holy shit, he had girls twerking. That was probably starting to fucking really get on his nerves because it's distracting him while he's rapping. I think, if Jones has bitches twerking in his round, that's okay. But while somebody's rapping, you're doing all this fucking extra shit, you clearly want problems with the person. That's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? So the way I perceived it was, I can't punch you, but I have to do something right now to let you know to cut it the fuck out. And that's why I fucking let him know that wasn't a normal poke. I fucking poked through his soul to let him know stop doing it, bro. I put my fucking pain and heart into this fucking rap shit, and to come over here and spit my shit for the fans. And one of the most things people make fun of me for or criticize me for is the fact that I never have 3 full rounds and I always freestyle. So if I'm in a 2-minute round battle, how am I going to sit here and freestyle about all the shit that he's doing? I can't keep up with that shit. I can't mention everything he's doing and use it for my advantage, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to spit any of my bars. And this is a reason I came to the conclusion today, no more timed rounds ever. Bye-bye timed rounds. Over.
There you go.
Because now when somebody does that, it's okay. If people want to tell me, oh, yeah, that's part of battle rap, you have to be professional and maintain composure. First of all, suck my dick. Second of all, you battle rap. Third, I'm telling you guys from now on, I am never doing fucking timed battles because I want to be able to respond to it and then go back to my writtens. You get what I'm saying? That's the reason. Because if you want to do the fuckery shit, fine. Do fuckery while I'm fucking rapping. At least once you're doing it, I'm going to freestyle about it, then get back to my writtens. Not be in a situation where I have to be oh shit, if I freestyle right now, I'm not going to have enough time. And then I'm wondering, and time is going by while I'm trying to figure this shit out and piece all the fucking rounds. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what it is. I'm not doing any more time battles. That's what I learned.
What's the most infuriating thing your opponent could do during your battle? The pokey touchy shit, talking during your rounds, or predicting your lines?
Predicting my lines is not that bad. I'm okay with predicting lines. Yeah, I'm okay with it as long as you're not off.
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
if you're gonna predict, be right.
If you're wrong, I'm gonna want to slap you. But if you actually predict the line, that's fine. I could even let you say the line, and I won't even say anything. People have done that before. It's just when someone deliberately tries to throw you off your game because they're worried about what you're gonna say, it's fucked up. Cassidy did the same shit. Cassidy did the same exact shit, and to me, it's a sign of weakness. It's a sign that these dudes really know you're about to come with some shit, and they have to do everything they can to stop you. It should be a cheating or a penalty to do that. You shouldn't be allowed. You have to have respect for the craft. When 2 rappers are battling, bro, When I'm rapping, I won't say, look at me in Solomon, look at me in Dumbfounded, look at all my fucking battles, how much sportsmanship I have between us. I give them daps, I fucking hugged them during the fucking battle. Like, that's real sportsmanship. That brings out classics, not the shit he was doing. Because what it does is it makes me want to do it back to him, which I was. You could tell I started doing it to him. I'm like, fuck you then. Like, I'm going to fucking talk during your shit. And it just becomes a negative vibe. And it almost broke out into a fight for sure, 100%. And nobody would have fucking stopped it. I don't give a fuck who was with him. He would have fucking got his shit cracked for real. If Organic wasn't the fucking host, I would have fucking ended the whole fucking battle right there. 100%.
Avocado on this channel, Ruin Your Day, released this really cool, I think it was Avocado, somebody did, this really cool like exclusive footage of the WRCs back when it was, I don't know if it was you and Charisma against Lush. It was almost an Oakland versus LA vibe going on in the park where it seemed like shit was going to pop off. Does it feel like you've had shit almost pop off in your battles for approaching 10 years now?
I mean, we've had things pop off, bro. You know, before the era of the shit, like I've been in battles where people get killed, shot in the face. You know what I mean? We've had all that, and things do get heated a lot of times. But the reality of the situation is, because there's one thing about battle rap you got to understand. We battle for respect. The whole point and the goal of battle rap is respect. It was never about money. It's not about any of this shit, the bravado, all that shit. It's just respect. And you know what? It's cool to violate your opponent during your rounds and do as much, like, you know, like if he would have got up on me and was just like, yo, and just doing all that shit, I'm not going to be like, yo, don't touch me, B. Yeah. Like, I'm not like that. I want the conflict. I want all that. As long as you're doing it during your fucking round, I don't care. Against Jonai, my boys were like, we're going to clown the shit out of this faggot. We're not letting him spit his rounds. And I'm like, do not fucking do shit during his rounds. And they didn't. They laughed at him during my rounds. No, they did not fuck with him during his rounds. They did not try to talk over him, and neither did I. I let Jonai spit all his shit. Like, I didn't even like Jonai. I hated his fucking guts, and I let him rap. For someone like Sirius Jones, who claims he's my friend and tells me before the battle, I can't wait to hear your bars, it's kind of weird that you don't want to hear my bars.
I mean, sportsmanship, obviously, as battlers grow older and as time goes on, you know, you kind of find your level in terms of what's cool and what's not. And
it's better when people have respect for each other. I'll tell you that much, because when you mix the energy together, like, and the thing is, bro, Organic, like, I can't see him like in these scenarios. Like, we were really upsetting him, and it's like he's worried about this type of shit, and it could fucking end an event. Like, I'm glad Sirius didn't punch me too. Like, he could have punched me right when I did the poking thing, and I was aware of it. I was waiting for it. I was ready for the duck and the counter. Like, I was just wait, but I shouldn't be thinking like that, because we've been through this already, and especially with me, Sirius, and the math shit. Like, it's like a full circle. It's like me and him and math almost should like fucking lock ourselves in a room and beat the shit out of each other or something. It's like, to that point, like, it's like I didn't think there was gonna be fucking, like, if you see the opening of my shit, I was like, they said watch out with Sirius, you know, because things could get ugly. That was my, when I was like, you know, given the past, things could get ugly. I said that as a joke, but it turned out to be real. That because of the past, shit got ugly. Because do you know what I think? I think the reason why he cut me off and all this shit was the math shit. When you guys watch this shit, you're going to see that he started doing all this shit and started fidgeting around and no, and doing all this shit while I was saying all the math shit, and he just kept on continuing. And then he would be okay with the other bars. But whenever I brought up something personal, he had to fucking get involved. It was too distracting for me. I literally cannot fucking deal with that shit on 2-minute rounds and having to, like, perform flawlessly. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. What am I supposed to be, bro? Like, have tunnel vision and zone out? Am I supposed to fucking drink a bottle of Adderall before I go up there? Like, what am I supposed to do?
Adderall helps a lot. You don't need that.
No, I've taken it before too, and I fucking hate it. I hate the feeling being on it. I've written around before on that shit, and it was incredible. But it's like, to be on that shit, I don't want to have to be on that shit to be able to fucking focus. I want to just have my opponent. Like, if the crowd is doing stupid shit, I could deal with it. I could deal with hecklers, bro. I always have. But it's the opponent. It's up close and personal. You're rapping to him. So anything you say to him, you're automatically looking there and you're getting thrown off, because if he just like moves his shit or like acts like he wants to do something, you immediately are noticing that, and then you're starting to fucking process it, and that takes away from time. You might slow down what you're saying. You might say it wrong. So I just think the only time people should disrespect each other is if they really don't have respect each other. And I guess then that's cool. Like, you violate each other. Because if I go into a battle knowing a motherfucker, I don't like him, I'm ready for it. Absolutely. Like, I'm super ready. Like, going into the math shit, I was ready. He fucked up my shit too. Math was fucking around too. And you know what? When I'm ready, it's easy to deal with. When I'm thinking the guy wants to hear my bars and he's like Solomon, like he gave me the Solomon feel before it, because me and Solomon were like, yo, bro, I can't wait to hear your shit. And I was genuine because I'm really a fan of Solomon. I'm a super Solomon fan. So I literally was just like, yo, I can't wait to hear your shit. And he was too. Solomon was like, bro, I bet your shit is insane. And that's how me and Solomon went into the battle, which was how it's supposed to be. But he gave me that feel, too, before the battle. Like, he was like, yeah, so I'm thinking, like, I'm about to put on a show. I'm not about to be heckled by the fucking opponent. I learned, though, I'm not tripping on that no more. Even though I wanted to fight him and all that shit, I'm not tripping on it. I'll tell you what I'm tripping on. Timed rounds.
Fuck them.
Forever. I can't do it no more, bro. I can't. I've been saying this for years, and I go back to them. I can't do it. You guys want me to go longer. Trust me, because my build-ups, my setups are long anyways, 2-minute rounds and shit like that. I'm not built for that, man. I'm not built for the, only spitting writtens. I love freestyling. I can't let it go. I have to mention shit. I can't do it. I'm going to do it. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Word of mother, man.
How many battles would you say you've done off camera?
Off camera?
In your whole life?
I've done more battles off camera than on camera, probably.
Well, if you've done 1,000 on camera, that's probably like another 2,000. Because you've been doing it since you were...
I'm like almost 100 on cam. I'm like almost at 100 right now.
Oh, I mean, how old were you like when you did your first grind time? It was probably early 20s, or even going back to WRCs.
Well, yeah, my first battle was in like the year 2000 or something. So I've been battling for like 17 years, bro. It's good to still be like headlining shit and still be like the main attraction, selling the most pay-per-view, and still just knowing that like, it's not like, a lot of the people that came before us, like, KRS, Juice, Supernat, a lot of them, they're not battling anymore. They're doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying? We still stayed in this shit.
Yeah, KRS is a fucking jerk off.
Yeah, for sure. If KRS ever sees this shit, by the way, I'll fucking smoke your shit, bro. How many times do me fucking your homies have to tell you, bro, stop playing around with me? You want to fucking do a battle, jump in the fucking ring. Mr. Teacher! Come and teach us, you teacher!
Who would you be more inclined to battle, KRS or Loopy?
Oh, for sure, Lupe. For sure. Just because he's a better fucking lyricist, man. It has nothing to do with like the common. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about that. He might be like, yo, you were talking to me on Twitter and my name is Loopy, but I'll probably forget about that by the time the battle comes. And if I battled him, I just bar out. To be honest with you.
Were you into Fallout 4 last year? Or did I make that up? You played Fallout 4, right?
Yeah, I did.
What you got to like a level 50 plus, right?
I finished the whole thing.
Oh yeah. Who'd you finish with? Do you remember? Was it Railroad?
Damn, I'm trying to remember.
Institute.
I got the extra island too, and then I stopped when I got the extra island.
Oh, Far Harbor.
Yeah, I got the Far Harbor thing, and then I stopped. But it was cool. They had like all these new animals and shit, and fucking big ass monsters, and yeah, Fallout 4 was an interesting game for me because I like that type of shit in real life. Like I'm a fucking like. I'm like a doomsday prepper type of guy. I like learning how everything works and extracting things from places and, collecting metals and shit like that. I'll probably be, by the time I grow up, I'll be one of them Fallout 4 motherfuckers after the world gets nuked.
Now, both in Fallout and in real life, are you a hoarder? Are you like just a dude that hangs on to shit?
I am a hoarder, for sure I am. Yep. That's a good call, bro. About the hoarder thing, you want to know some crazy shit, bro? I got like tons of circuit boards and electronics and fucking hundreds of cell phones and fucking copper and tin and fucking wirings. And bro, I got so much shit stashed, bro. Like you have no idea. Like toolboxes and like you name it, bro. Like anything you could think of, bro. Electric drills, whatever it is, bro. Like anything to survive. I got earthquake packs and all this shit now, bro. I'm getting ready, bro. Some shit's about to happen, dog.
All right, everybody. It's Dizaster.
Day's coming.
The least boring interview you could ever have. I'm gonna end with a really generic question, so don't answer it like you would answer anybody else. Just kind of feel free to fuck off. So, who do you have next?
I'd say Calico, Hollow, or Tay-Rock.
You heard it. All three at once.
Them at the same time. And probably I'm aiming at those three. If it's somebody else, it'll be something that I just decided to do, you know what I'm saying, because of a certain reason. But like as of right now, I just want to, I got to make up for my last one. Maybe I might do like another battle before I battle those three dudes just because I'm not satisfied. But whatever. Get over it.
Dizaster. Follow him at Mr. Dizaster or MC Dizaster on everything. He's never happy with his performance ever.
That's so true. You know that? Cannabis shit, I was mad. The DNA shit, I was mad.
Dude, I've seen
I was mad. I was mad at because I never say all the bars I want. I always walk out like that shit sucked. I walked out of the fucking official shit like that. I walked out of everything. The Pat Stay battle, I sucked in that battle. But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. The quest to content continues for the man himself. Ruin your day.
We out.